Welcome back to the channel. We are back with Medieval Dynasty. We have, since the last episode, probably spent about an hour or so just chopping down trees, picking up rocks, picking up branches, so that I could get a bunch of axes to sell. We now have 380 coins, which is going to enable us, where is it at, to buy some recipes. So with 380, I'm thinking we can't build extra traps right now. So I really want this bird trap, but even if I bought the plan, I couldn't actually build it, I think. But if I spend 200 on stone spear, bow, and stone arrow, I mean, that sorts out hunting, right? We don't have to worry so much about spears constantly breaking and constantly having to make new spears, because these are going to be more durable, and of course a bow would be really nice. It says can be used for hunting and combat, so if we get in a fight with, you know, like a, well, even a boar or something, but like wolves, like we're about to, you know, that's really going to help us out a lot. We do have these other schemes and things, in other technology areas. So all of this, honestly, is useless. Type of decoration. Purely for aesthetic, can be sold for profit. It's useless. Now, the bucket is nice. You know, we could make the bucket and collect water and whatnot. But we're about to have a water skin, so I think the water skin will sort us out for that. And I'll explain more about the water skin in a second. I would like to have more recipes, but you know, but you can only go as far as this green line is. So like for right now, we're kind of locked into this, and for right now, we're kind of locked into this. We can't really get this stuff yet, even though you know, even if we had the money for it, we kind of have to wait. This is wild. That's so expensive. But a fishing net would be so nice. We won't actually have to fish. But for now, I think honestly I just need to build a resource storage. I kind of want to steer clear of building too many buildings, but I think we do need to build the resource storage. So we do have a spear equipped. Good, because we are going to see Sambor. Sambor is way up here, right? So here's Gustovia, where we start off. Here's B-Town. Here's our house. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. How do you get rid of that? F. Sambor is here. We need to go there because Sambor is part of the quest. I know that we can buy a water skin from Unigost, but I want to say, I'm pretty sure I can buy, like thread and stuff with them, because I seem to remember, having the option of, I seem to remember having the option of buying the water skin, but the water skin's like 200 coins, or just buying some components. So I think I can buy linen thread, which is good because I was looking at all of the recipes we were just talking about for like the bow and the arrow and the stone spear, and all of it requires linen thread, which kind of stinks. But if I'm right in remembering that Unigost has linen thread, then we're good. We have 380 coins. We're about to get more by doing the Sambor quest, and then we'll be able to buy the linen thread we need to at least make a few spears that will hopefully last a lot longer than these wooden ones, as well as a bow and maybe a handful of arrows. So I don't really know exactly how resource intensive those things are, but we'll find out, I guess. In the time that I wasn't recording, whenever I was just farming stuff up, I've never been over here. I did, I mean, I did a pretty fair amount of work, but I also upgraded some skills, none of which are particularly important except this one. So now whenever I do this thing, it shows me herbs and mushrooms and stuff like that. So now I can see all the broadleaf plantains, which I did pick up I say a handful. I picked up about 25 or so broadleaf plantains, I think. I don't know how many I already had, but I picked up a bunch so that when when I get attacked by wolves on the way to Sambor, and I get hurt, I can heal, because broadleaf plantain is like a healing herb, basically. You eat it and it restores 10% of your health. So it's, I would say you should always have like 5 or 10 on you, just in case. We are running kind of low on food, but I think we'll be alright. I don't plan on killing any wolves, but I guess if we do, we can cook the meat. But I think Sambor sells like meat or something. So he is way up here. What's that? I kind of don't want to explore too much on the way there, because I want to just get there before nighttime, you know? But at the same time, when I first played through and I first did this mission, you know, going up here to Sambor, I just stuck to the trail. Like, I did not explore at all, and I'm kind of curious, like, you know, is there anything worth checking out? I mean, surely there's got to be. It's a pretty big map, you know, so I feel like there's got to be some stuff. Like this. Oh, that's rocks. Those are some very square rocks. Don't want to wander off the trail too much, though. That's just asking to get attacked by wolves. I mean, worst case scenario is we just sprint. But with that being said, per my last experience doing this, if you sprint to Sambor... Oh, I didn't know what that noise was. If you sprint to Sambor with wolves following you, he does not help. He just sits, and the wolves don't attack him, they just attack you. I don't really know why. But maybe that happened to me because I was dumb enough to do it at night, because we're good now. Sambor, hello. Oh, where's he at? Can I steal his stuff? Ooh, can we wash in here? I don't know if y'all noticed in the last episode. Hello, Sambor. You don't... Hello. A great man. A shame that we lost him. If you're only half the man he was, you might be worth my time. Well, that's rude. About the wolves. Let's see, there are 2 packs that are going too fast. One across the plains between Hornica and Gustovia. It's only a matter of time, and they'll be biting Unigos' rotten flesh. The other one is gathering around the lake in the south. They will come to Dinica soon. Shall we kill them? Killing a pack, you would need a large hunting party for that, and even then we would lose a lot of good men. No, but the villagers should be alerted and prepared. Sure, I will make them prepared. What's he sell? Oh, I mean, we could just buy a bow, but I mean, do we really want to do that? Oh, that's so expensive. I do kind of want to buy a little bit of... Oh, no, you know what? I'll buy some salt. I kind of want to... Oh, that's a lot of... I only need 200, and I have 380. So, sure. Because now we can salt some meat. That's good. Farewell. Alright, cool. Okay, let's make our way back before anything happens to us. So now we got to go back to Unigost. Oh, shoot. I didn't think about it. So, slight oversight. I just spent all but 200 of my coins because it's going to cost me 200 coins to buy those. In fact, let's just buy those real quick while I'm thinking about it. Where'd they go? Buy. All right, so we're broke. Oh, I don't need linen thread for the arrows. That's good. But I still have to buy the linen thread. But maybe he'll give me some coins for finishing this quest. Hopefully so, shoot. That way I can buy some linen thread from him. He could just give me linen thread, honestly. Yeah, I guess we're not gonna get attacked. That's good. It's an interesting area. I'm kind of curious what's around that pond. There's gotta be something. Like, it can't just be like a pond. Fun fact, if you run diagonal like this, you actually go faster. I don't really know why. At least whenever you're whenever you're over encumbered and your dude's just walking, if you angle yourself, he goes faster, which is kind of stupid. So there's nothing? Whoa. Whoa. That rabbit scared me, I'll be honest. Like, I might not have made a facial reaction because that's just the kind of person that I am. I just kind of... But my heart just skipped a beat. I thought it was a wolf. I thought a wolf was about to eat me. Oh, shoot. Okay. Sometimes I wonder if my demeanor makes people feel a little weirded out, you know? I don't really care, but just curious to know. Someone called the shop today. And, so our shop is called Shatterfix. As in, like, you know, a shattered phone screen, and we fix it, right? Makes sense. So Shatterfix. And people call all the time, like in all seriousness, and ask if we fix phones. Or if we fix things. And it's just painful, honestly, because of course we do. It's Shatterfix, right? Like, even if you don't know exactly what we fix, there's fix in the name. And you can assume that it's things that are shattered because it's Shatterfix, right? So people call all the time and they're like, oh, do y'all fix phones? Y'all fix phone screens? And it's just painful because it's kind of like a waste of their breath and a waste of mine, even just for me to say, yes, we do. Like, it's just such a dumb question. But somebody called today and was like, do y'all fix shatters? And I just pretended like I didn't hear them and just stayed silent. And then they just busted out laughing. And they were like, oh, I bet people call and say that kind of stuff all the time, huh? And she just thought it was hilarious. And I was honestly just so over it because I had been working on a Nintendo Switch for a while. That was honestly giving me a lot of trouble. So I was just like, I wasn't having it. And I guess I was a little rude. But she just kind of like stopped laughing and was like, why didn't you laugh? Wasn't it funny? And then I didn't know what to say, and I just said, oh, I did laugh, you just must not have heard me. And she just went, okay. And then asked me, but didn't you think it was funny? And I mean, I didn't have the heart to say no, I thought it was stupid. So I just was like, how can I help you today? And she was like, did you hear what I just said? Can you hear me? Hello? And I was like, hello? Hello? It was so awkward. Let's see. So what did Sambor say? He is a loner lurking through the woods, but he knows the game around here, and he believes that both Gostovia and Dinica will have to face wolf attacks soon. He was afraid that would be the case. Here's our first reward. Courtesy of the last collection. Okay, so he didn't pay his taxes. They will be ready for anything. I give you my word. So he didn't give us money, which is unfortunate. But I bet you we have... Bruh! Okay, so I was kind of afraid of this. We can't... Gosh. We can't buy linen thread from this butthole until we go talk to everybody. So... we're going to go back to our house because I have food, plenty of food. And then we're going to go talk to Dagobert in Dinica. And then... I want to say maybe, now that I'm thinking about it, like we're having to go to Dinica, and then I think we have to go to another town or something. But I feel like what ends up happening is they just make me collect, like chop down trees for them or something stupid. I think. I can't remember. But that's what we'll do for this episode, at least the going warn people part. So we'll go warn people. We're like 15 minutes in. but we're basically just going to warn people. I guess I didn't really realize this before, because the map is pretty big, you know, it's a pretty big map, but thinking about just now, like, I didn't really read through it all the way, but Unigost says something about Sambor not always complying with taxes, and I know that we have to pay taxes, so it would seem that everybody in this map area, like in this valley, pays their taxes to Unigost as the Castellan, whatever that is. And I guess then he pays it to whatever lords over this area. Unless, like, he's the lord over this area. But, like, in a very, like, chill, not, oh, that's wrong, but chill, not lord kind of way. I'm not real sure. But I guess all of these little towns are just sort of like basically all one community, even though they're all spread out. I don't know. But of course, with that being said, I know some of the other towns that I've never been to before are like pretty sizable towns. So like Ornica, I think, is like a for real town. Because I know one time I had looked up like what vendors are in certain towns. And Hornica has people that sell like, you know, $1,500 like recurve bows and stuff, which is like pretty late game. So I feel like those must be like bigger towns. But I guess we'll see when we get there. That seems like it might be kind of a long way down the road. I don't really know. We did get though, our reward instead of money, unfortunately, was a fur, like, boots and a fur hood or something like that. Some fur clothing, which is important because you do have, like, temperature issues. You can get too cold during the winter or, like, overheated or whatever during the summer, which is interesting. It's kind of a weird mechanic. It makes sense, you know, but it's kind of just a weird mechanic to me because, I don't know, to me, so yeah, fur boots and fur hood. To me, if it doesn't matter all the time, why does it matter sometimes, if that makes sense? Like, if you've ever played, the phone notifications I get sometimes. If you've ever played, what game am I thinking of? Outward, it's kind of like an issue all the time. You know, like, you always have to monitor for hot, like for being too hot or being too cold. Oh, I dropped my knife. Shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. So in Outward, like, you might go out on the beach at night. Well, you need to make sure that you have like a torch or a fire because you'll get too cold and that can be bad, you know? So, I mean, it's kind of weird to me to be that extreme, you know? But I mean, I guess it makes sense ultimately because, you know, it gets cold on the beach. Let's see, we've only got one of the things that we only need one of. I will need another axe, but I can just pick stuff up along the way to make that. A few spears, that's good. Some mushrooms, which actually we need to eat. I did want to grab some meat. I thought I had some raw meat, but I guess not. Maybe in the other storage. Because I do want to try to salt some meat, since that's something we can do now, since I bought salt from what's his name. But I guess I don't have, I unfortunately don't have any, freaking raw meat. I thought I did. I guess we'll just take all of them. They don't weigh that much, and they also don't heal that much. So we're at like less than half our weight, which is good. So let's see. We do still need to eat some stuff. So let's eat some food, and then we will run over to... what's his name? To Dagobert. I might... There's no fast travel in this game. And we have to walk 1,000 meters, which I guess isn't really that far, but I mean, it's kind of... It's a ways to just walk. So we'll grab some water at the stream when we cross, but otherwise I'm just gonna time-lapse this in the very janky way that I time-lapse things. Which, by the way, I mean, the editing is like I don't do anything on my editing, really. Not yet, at least. But I just use the free editor thing. My phone keeps vibrating, but not doing anything. I just use the free editor that's on, like, a Windows computer, you know? Because I just don't need a better editor. But if you guys know of any... Like, my wife has Adobe. We pay for Adobe on her MacBook Pro. And I tried to use, I don't know, Rush? Is Rush a thing? I tried to use some kind of Adobe product that I pay for her to have, because I can have it on multiple computers. I think I can have it on 2 or 3 computers at a time, for sure 2. So I had actually downloaded it to this computer and like tried to use it, but oh my gosh, like I didn't understand how to use it. I just was lost. It's too complicated for me, I guess. I'm kind of dumb. Because usually I only have to make a few, like, splits and trims, you know? But in my little death montage, I mean, I have probably, like, 50 or 60 deaths, you know, spliced together. It's gonna be so much editing, and I can't really like pay attention to something else, you know, like I can't like watch YouTube videos while I do it, because I don't have the attention span to be able to like, you know, look over here at a YouTube video, but then also, oh, I'm hearing noises. I don't know what that was, but I'm running. What is that? What is that? I think that's a bobcat. I don't know if they attack or not, but we're just running. Got my spear. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. Genuinely gets my heart pumping. Like, I'm just terrified. Oh, gosh. Oof. Hello? Jaragnu. He's got a quest for us, but I really don't feel like helping this dude out. So basically, now that we're here, we have to wait for Dagobert to wake up. She's 26. That's how old I am. Let's see if we can chat some people up. Huh? Have you heard anything interesting? Gustovia, you should go there. Blah, blah, blah. Romance. You seem very interesting. Can I ask you something? Wow, that's going right in, isn't it? Hey, she said, be kind to people, blah, 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 and, keep your heart open. That sounds nice. You seem very interesting. Can I ask you something? Oh. Hey, that was a good one. I want to love and be loved. Find someone I couldn't live without, someone I could die for, I could heal for, and then to bear him a child who I could love even more. So you can only, like, say 2 things before they just say, sorry, I need time to think about what you said previously. And you can give people gifts, very Stardew, backup, very Harvest Moon-esque, but I don't have any gifts because I'm just a broke sham of a hunter who just runs around the woods all day, spearing rabbits and deer. So I actually kind of am curious. So a lot of times these little villages will have planks. They don't have any planks. And planks are used to make a wash tub, so you can wash yourself, like at your house, instead of just going jump in the water. Because when I was off camera, and I thought about turning the camera on real fast just to show, but I mean, there's not really much to show. People just will refuse to talk to you if you're very dirty. Here we go. That's a Kingdom Come Deliverance, you know, kind of thing, you know. And we only need 6 planks, so I know for a fact I can get more in Gustovia. But while we're waiting, might as well. Oh, they don't even steal, dude. While we're waiting, kind of want to just steal what's worth stealing. Oh, I don't have one of these. I guess that makes like flour and stuff. Ooh. Oh, so somebody saw me steal that, but I kind of don't care. Okay, so my Dynasty reputation only went down a little bit. Yeah, they don't go, in my experience, nobody really goes ham and like attacks you for stealing stuff. You just lose Dynasty reputation, which sucks, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Not right now, at least. I'm not worried about building my Dynasty. I just am, you know, hunting. So we're gonna wait. Oh, this child's sleeping on the floor. Poor thing. Let's see if we can talk to what's his name. I don't think he's gonna, because... Aha! He did wake up, so I didn't have to wait all this freaking time around. Y'all have no idea how long I just cut out of here. Like 8 minutes of me just sitting and waiting for it to be daytime, because I didn't think he'd talk to me because it's nighttime. I'm a messenger from Unigost. You don't need to know who I am. Telling me I already paid my taxes. Well, I'm not here to collect taxes. I'm here to warn you about some wolves. Good enough for now, so what do you want? Wolves are gathering southeast of your home. It's only a matter of time before they get curious or hungry. You should build some palisades and arm your family. There hasn't been a wolf attack for many years. Too many people live here now, and the wolves are retreating into the mountains. It is very unlikely they will come here. Alright, so this dude doesn't believe that there's going to be a wolf attack, but I mean, he can't be entirely sure. He's out of logs. He needs 40 logs. Oh my gosh. You have my... What are we, Gimli? You have my axe. Okay. Alright, so we are gonna... chop down some trees. So we're gonna end this episode here as I sprint back to Dagobert. We're just gonna have to chop down a bunch of trees. Thankfully, we're not too far from water, and we got food, mushrooms, and whatnot, so we should be good on resources. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode now. And then in the next episode, we will in the next episode we'll see what's up with Dagobert's Palisades he wants to build, and you know, go from there. I think we have to end up going to another village or something, so we'll see what happens. If you're enjoying Medieval Dynasty, let me know. You know, we've done, let me look at my calendar, 2 episodes this week, one of which was more of just like foraging and hunting and whatnot, and then this is very story driven, you know, going and talking to people and kind of, I guess kind of in a way building this sense of community, you know, around the different towns in the area, which is kind of exciting. I'm kind of curious to see how that comes into play later in the game, whenever we have our own village, basically, and then, you know, do we interact with other, you know, the other villages as a village, or do we just kind of have our own village, but then just continue to, like, interact with other villages as just a person? I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see how that goes. But thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. I release enough videos to keep you entertained at least a little bit every day. If you like medieval kind of content and a little smattering of Far Cry 5 and a little smattering of Stardew Valley every now and then, even though nobody watches those two. But, you know, subscribe. Far Cry 6 is coming out. We're going to do a playthrough of that. I've already pre-ordered it. You know, subscribe. All kind of content. And, of course, even if you don't subscribe, just hit like. It doesn't hurt. Just do it.